Now for the first time ever, NFL regular season football has come to the land down under as we count down to kickoff here in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
To kick off for San Francisco.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Osa Odigizua on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 14
First down,
yards.
Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Stafford is going to change things up.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 34.
They'll try the air now with Stafford.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis C. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now an audible here into something else. Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. They'll look to throw here on first down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you take a stall out when you do that.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
3rd and 3. Purdy looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now it's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 53 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's Blake Corum on the ground. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Option play, they'll run with Williams.
They're only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This is second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
22-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 38 yards. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Rams nothing. Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Puka Nakua. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 38
Stafford.
line.
To the right side, that's Whittington. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing again is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The Niners, 48-yard line.
Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And now Stafford's going to move him around. They run straight ahead with Corum. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and
now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
They snap it to Stafford. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st down.
Here's Purdy. This is caught by Evans. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. It's a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Shoves him aside. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Purdy now to throw.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Purdy.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Eddie Pinheiro for the Niner field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because, you know, the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on
To throw is Stafford.
2nd and 6.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Stafford's pass intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Purdy from the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender on the over that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Evans, the man in motion left.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Niners receiver room is loaded with people who run excellent routes and know how to find the sticks to create first downs. But Stribling is a true deep threat. A 4.36 40 at the combine. Expect Purdy to find him deep and often.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Shotgun now with Purdy.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Touchdown 49ers! A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Rams nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10.
Simpson after the play fake.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly where they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Williams will try again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Niners 17. Rams 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second and 7. Back to throw. Purdy. That is caught. Downfield is Pearsall. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. They'll run on first down. Black. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch.
And it'll be second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
It's now 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now they'll throw with Simpson.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
That's good. Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Simpson to throw.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To the air once more here with Simpson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Simpson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Simpson to pass here.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd down.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Simpson. Over the middle, he's got the hook up to Whittington.
Simpson's pass.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Simpson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here we go. This is 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Simpson has to have it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams.
37 yards.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Another extra point opportunity here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Niners 17, Rams 14.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
To Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, San Francisco.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Kinchens.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. It's Simpson to pass. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.